Beerzerker. All right. Phillips Taster Pack time. We're doing the 4 beers I got here. This is their feature beer for their beer period here. Dr. Funk Dunkle. For those of you who know, that's Dr. Teeth from Electric Mayhem. Yeah, you Muppets fans. I got the box set. Alright. Alright. It's a Dunkle. And this is a 5% dark lager. Yeah. Dark lager that's good for what ails you. Damn right. Vancouver, British Columbia. It's Canadian beer. Let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna drink this beer. We're gonna go through the list and we're gonna do some points and associations and all that. So hang on, but this is gonna take a few minutes. Well worth it. I'm able to drink of this. Smells heavy. All right. Woo! Yeah. Nice. Oh. It's malty. And we're getting some burntness in here, so instead of that, let's check out the color. Well, I can see through it a little. Pretty dark, so but I'm picking up some grains that have obviously been scorched quite a bit. Starts out quite vibrant, and then you kind of a mellowed, say pasty kind of in the middle, but you're getting all the barley and the brown and black and barley, I guess, and it fades out pretty good into kind of a bittery, burnt barley aftertaste. It's got quite a rich malty aroma. There's a lot of flavor in this beer. We'll put it that way. It's like a lot of brown ales rely pretty heavily on the malt. This isn't a lager, but it's like right in the brown ale range for like heaviness and maltiness and stuff. It's a little different. It's a little more soot in this one, which isn't a bad thing. It's a smoky beer. We'll say it like that. Yeah, maybe they did the barley, I don't know, open flame or something. I don't know where they're getting that. Flavor is kind of smoky. Yeah. Bad boy's heavy. Foam's even a little bit, not real white, it's even a little bit dark. Not real dark, but there's some color in the foam even. It's lacing a bit. I can't get any hops out of it. Not saying there's none in there. Maybe a little bit of plantiness, but there's so much barley richness that it's either fused or masked or something. Carbonation. Carbonation's okay and everything. Not much for head on it. It's lacing a bit. I can't taste a whole lot of alcohol in it. It's just a lot of burnt, bitter grains. Quite a complex beer. It's kind of got that lager edge to it. The lager's a little more snap. And like flavors. I don't know. A little tart in the middle. A little bit of tang. Not a lot though, and it's like it's from the burnt. It's from the soot. So it's like another dark lager would be the Negro Modelo. It's a Vienna lager. This is much more smoky and burnt than that. The Festbach, I didn't notice it being this smoky. The one that I had. And the other Dunkle I had, this one's a lot better. I can't remember who made the other Dunkle. I may have had more than one, but this one I think is the best one. I'm sure it could be a little better, but it's a pretty good beer. It's up in the 75% and above range for sure. But let's drink it and find out how she fares out here. The mouth feels kind of good. Like it's just different. You feel the sootiness, the kind of it's like you got ashes in your mouth or something. It's like Megadeth. A lot of malt right in the back. It has like kind of a dry mouthfeel, but it's kind of a sweet beer. You know, dry and sooty, but it's actually the maltiness is quite sweet, and it's a heavy beer. It's a damn heavy beer. This would go good with like chicken wings or something. You know, buffalo. Not buffalo. More like the honey garlic chicken wings would be really good, or you know, something like that, or ribs. You know, heavy duty beer, heavy duty food. Be okay with maybe even a hamburger or something. Yeah, it's enjoyable. I'm gonna give it. I'm definitely glad they threw it in there. It's one of the neater beers I've ever had. It's a experience. You probably get pretty fat drinking these. A great aroma. It's a pretty cool beer. Smell the carbonation. Well, trying to pick up any like flavors. Burnt barley. So it tastes like crystal malt. If you ever malted your own barley or had some opportunity to try some, it's very sweet. And for those of you that don't know, they don't actually put sugar in beer. It's just all from the barley, because when you toast these grains, sometimes if they're wet, you get mini mash inside the barley that's sprouted. It's sprouted barley, and then you cook it. And if you don't cook it a lot, you get a pale malt. You just kind of dehydrate it, and the more you cook it, the browner it gets, and then it caramelizes and actually mini mash inside the grain, and that's why your Scottish heavies that are red, and your English ales or brown ales, and that they're quite sweet sometimes. That's all from the barley, and sometimes your black ones aren't that sweet because they probably just took a pale malt, dehydrated it, and then burnt the shit out of it. Sometimes your stouts are really dry and stuff, and they're not heavy, but some of these brown beers are heavier than shit. Like, they're just heavy, and this one's pretty heavy. There's a lot of sugary grains in there. Delightful. A pretty good beer. Really enjoying it. It's got kind of a nice crisp aftertaste, but it's like a brown ale, so the flavor rides on. Like the brown ales, you taste them for like 45 minutes after you drink them. It's not how, but it's a good aftertaste. A little bit bitter, you know, but it's kind of, you're still getting, you taste the beer after you drink it. It's a lot like a brown ale that way. Last drink. Um, Shit, I had one the other night, and I'm enjoying it more this time. So I think the more you drink it, the more you like it. It performs to the end of the glass. I'm saying it's a pretty good beer. Um, I don't think I'll 11 it, but it's 8.9 would be pretty good. It might even be a little higher than that for me because I go to 11. So I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna 9 it. I'm gonna 9.5 it out of 11. And I think that if you buy this beer, you're really gonna enjoy it. It's not the most insane beer on the planet, but there really wasn't anything wrong with it at all. I think it was pretty true to the style, and as much as I know about it, like it's better than the other Dunkles I've had, and I wasn't getting much negative out of it. Trying to think if there's anything even that was bad. Not really. So that's why 9.5, because maybe there's one that's a little better. So when I find that one, I'll give it 11 out of 11. But this one, I'm gonna 9.5 it out of 11. Dr. Funk Dunkle. That's a pretty tasty treat.